Okay, now let us see the causes of First World War. Causes for First World War. The first one is aggressive nationalism. So aggressive nationalism. Now tell me what is called nationalism. Nationalism is the devotion towards his own nation. That is nationalism. Then what is called aggressive nationalism? Aggressive nationalism means a strong feeling of nationalism. Same time to hate other countries. So feeling of worshipping of his own country and hatred for neighboring countries and other people. That is called aggressive nationalism. We see this type of nationalism in Italy and Germany, because on the basis of nationalism these two countries are created, and also fascism promoted aggressive nationalism. So every time people in tension, in a tense situation because of this aggressive nationalism. Now let's move on to the second. Second is imperialism. What is called imperialism? Making colonies in other countries, making colonies in other continents, Africa, Asian continents. That is imperialism, because we see already industrialization, and because of industrialization, capitalism, European countries invested, European countries produced more massive production. So those countries access to raw material, access to need for raw material and markets for their products. So for that they occupy and they made colonies in Africa and Asian countries. So there was a competition between developed countries and newly emerged countries. Newly emerged countries mean like Germany, Italy, Austria. Those are newly emerged or newly industrialized countries. So competition between them. So these newly emerged countries like Germany, Italy, they demanded to redivide the colonies in Africa and Asia. But then other countries in Europe, they did not accept. So it led a world war between these two. So imperialism means making colonies in Asia and Europe, Asia and Africa, for raw material, searching for raw material and selling for markets to their products. So for this purpose they occupied and made colonies. This is imperialism. Now let's move on to third one, secret alliances. So already we know Italy. So Germany made alliance with Austria-Hungary, and later it joined with Italy. It means this bloc, Germany, Austria and Italy, this bloc is called as Triple Alliance. Triple Alliance. Later, this group is called as Central Powers. It is also known as Central Powers. Now let's move on to the second one. So in return, Germany made a secret alliance. Germany, Austria and Italy. So these are one bloc. In return of Germany, Britain made alliance with France and Russia. So this bloc, Britain, France, Russia, this bloc is known as Triple Entente. Triple Entente. This is right. Triple Entente. Triple 1B. Triple Entente. Okay. Triple Entente. Later we call it as Allied powers. So these are central powers. These are central powers and these are allied powers. Now just recall what are central powers. Central powers are Germany, Austria, Hungary, Italy. What is allied powers? It is Britain, France and Russia. So this created a tense and suspicious and fearful situation in Europe. This is third reason. Now let's see fourth one. So this is very important. If you have knowledge about First World War, it is easy for you to write in the examination. Now let's see fourth one. Fourth one is military. Militarism. So what is called militarism? Militarism is a belief, that is military creation of more maintenance, more military is the only situation, the only solution and the best practice to solve their problems for their protection. Military is the symbol, the maximum more military is the symbol for country protection and to solve their problems. So this is the situation, and they spent already the six powerful nations, Germany, Italy and Austria. This side Britain, France, Russia. So these six powerful countries spent three times of earlier years. The expenditure of these six countries spent three times of earlier years. So this is one, and also they increased the standing armies. They built the standing army, and they increased weapons. And they established industries, large industries of weapons, which produce weapons. So they believe that a strong military is the best situation to get victory over other nation. So this is the fourth one. All countries competed one another to increase their military power. Let's move on to fifth one. Fifth one is Balkan politics. So what is called Balkan politics? What is called Balkan countries? Balkan Peninsula is there in Europe. The countries which are located there, that area, they are known as Balkan countries. So Balkan countries, in Balkan countries we see small kingdoms. Many small kingdoms were there. Those small kingdoms once were under Ottoman Empire, Ottoman Turkish Empire. Small kingdoms were under Ottoman Turkish Empire once. So after decline of Turkish Empire, the other countries like Germany, Italy, Austria, Russia, Turkey, those countries tried to dominate this area. And finally, Turkey, especially Turkey, Russia. So these two countries tried to dominate the region, Mediterranean region, Mediterranean Sea region and Black Sea region. Mediterranean and Black Sea region. These two try to dominate these two regions. So then, and not only this one, Austria tried to suppress. Austria tried to suppress the Balkan small countries, small kingdoms. So that is in the same time, Austria. Okay, this situation created tension in Balkan politics. Now let's move on to sixth one. So, what is Balkan politics? Balkan countries were there, small countries, small kingdoms were there. They were under Ottoman Empire. Once when Ottoman Empire declined, so the other countries, Germany, Turkey, Austria, France, so such countries and Turkey, Russia, these countries try to dominate these small kingdoms. And also Austria also suppressed the rebellion which we see in Serbia. So these are the region. Very tense situation was there. So this is Balkan politics. Now let's see the immediate cause. The immediate cause. Sixth one, the immediate cause. What was the immediate cause for the First World War? On 28th June 1914, on this day, a Bosnian Serb assassinated Prince of Austria. The Prince of Austria along with his wife. Bosnian Serb assassinated Prince of Austria named Archduke Franz Ferdinand along with his wife named Sofia on this day. So this was the immediate cause. Now immediately on the same day, Austria asked explanation from Serbia. On receiving Austria received dissatisfactory of reply from Serbia. Then immediately on the next month, that is after 30 years time, the 28th July. See, the incident took place on 20th June and war declared on 20th July. Exact 1 month time. So on this day, Austria declared war on Serbia. So already Serbia was supported by the elite powers. So Austria supported by central powers like Germany, Italy, Hungary. So it led to World War. Almost all countries in the world participated in First World War. This was the First World War. And you know what happened in 1917? War continued in the 1917 from 1917 to 1918. So in the year 1917, Russia, due to internal revolution in Russia, so Russia withdrawn from First World War, making agreement with Germany. Russia withdrawn. In the same year, in the same 1917, USA entered war in favor of Allied powers. In favor of Britain group, USA joined Britain group in the year 1917, same year. When Russia withdrawn in the year 1917, in the same time, same year, USA joined war because Germany sunk American ship Lusitania, American commercial ship Lusitania. This was the ship, American ship, commercial ship. Germany sunk America commercial ship in the year 1917. So there is no other way. America entered war in favor of Allied powers. Finally, Allied powers got victory over these Central Powers. That was the end of the First World War in the year 1918. 1914 to war held from 1914 to 1918. So these are the causes for First World War. Okay, what happened after First World War? So many discussions and treaties were held after First World War. So these are the incident after First World War. Let us see. Britain. Britain, the victorious powers, and that is Britain and its allied powers. These are victorious powers imposed terms and conditions on defeated powers. This is the first one. After very thorough discussions and treaties, the victorious powers decided to impose conditions and terms on defeated powers. Now see, the second one. All these empires, Hungarian Empire, Ottoman Turkey Empire, German Empire, all these empires were dissolved and they were broken into small kingdoms. This is the second incident. Now let us see the next one. A large number of new countries came to rise. A large number of new countries were formed, like Austria, Hungary. That is, Austro-Hungarian Empire became into two. Austria separate country, Hungary separate country, and Finland. Finland, Estonia, Latvia, etc. So these are all new countries were formed after First World War. Treaty of Versailles. Treaty of Versailles held in the year 1919 after First World War. So according to, where is Versailles? Treaty of Versailles held? It is in France. Versailles is a palace in France. Okay. According to Treaty of Versailles, a heavy penalty imposed on Germany, because Germany and Allies were defeated in the war. So a heavy penalty imposed on Germany in both terms. One is monetary terms. Monetary mean money. Monetary terms. And one more is territorial terms. In these both terms, a heavy penalty was imposed on Germany. So according to monetary terms, so Germany had to pay more compensation to victorious powers. A lot of compensation Germany had to pay compensation to victorious powers. And territorial term mean here Germany lost its regions, lot of regions to lost its regions to France and other countries. So this is about the Treaty of Versailles. See how many incidents took place. One, Britain, more taxes, terms and conditions on defeated powers. These empires were dissolved and created as new countries, and new countries were also formed. And Treaty of Versailles held in the year 1919. And one very important incident was the first ever international organization was established. That is this one, first international organization, that is League of Nations. League of Nations was established in the year 1920. So according to this League of Nations, what were the aims of this League of Nations? Aims of League of Nations mean to prevent. First one is to prevent war. But what are the aims of League of Nations? One is to prevent wars, and if any disputes among nations, to solve those disputes through negotiations. Dispute to be solved through negotiations. And also, it is not only to prevent wars, it also work for laborers and their welfare and development. So these are all aims of League of Nations held in the year 1920. But League of Nations initially it worked well, but finally it failed to stop Second World War. So then, though we have League of Nations, but we experienced very tragic Second World War. This is all about after First World War. These are all incidents took place.